Hello guys, how are you all? This is Prashant sir, welcoming you all to today's topic. So today we are going to we are going to talk about the session number 8, which is create and format the charts. We are going to understand the charts. Here you can see the chart. So we are going to talk about what is the chart, how we will insert the chart, and what are the factors. So I think you will get this video in the two parts because due to the lack of time, I'm going to divide into the parts. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, we are going to talk about what is the chart. I think these things are pretty clear in your previous class, but for your understanding, I'm going to tell you again. Charts are the pictorial representation of the numeric data arranged in the form of a row and column. Okay, these are the pictorial representation. As you can see, this is the pictorial representation. A value coming here, it will be a 9, or it will be 9, or this will be 6.2. Like this we can understand, means if you are going to write down the value on the top of that, so we can understand with the help of that. So you can see these are the rows and these are the columns. Okay, so this is the pictorial representation of a data in the term of row and column. So Excel offers wide range of charts. Excel offers this. So what is the advantage? Why we are going to learn the chart in this Excel? There are some advantage. Data and information in a compact and attractive manner. Okay, compact and attractive manner. So that if you watch a movie which you like mostly, or means the picture have so many creative things, so it will give impact on your mind, and you can memorize, or you can remember that picture for a long time. So that's why the whatever the data representing, that is in a attractive manner, easy to understand and analyze. You can compare your class 8th marks, sorry, you can compare your class 8th marks, you can compare your class 9th marks, you can compare your class 10th marks of first term. So means you are comparing the marks. You are judging that what is the performance of in class 8th, and what is the performance of class 9th, and what is the performance of class 10th. You are comparing that, you are growing or you are going down. So that is the thing. That means it's too easy to understand and easy to analyze. More lasting effect, as I told you, whatever you can see in the term of a picture, that will give you a more lasting effect. More lasting effect, that you have to understand. Okay, now we have components of charts. Okay, now we understand the components of charts. First of all, chart title. Actually, I click the image from the book, so that's why it is coming here. Chart title, whatever chart you are going to make, the title will come here. Plot area, this area where the chart is going to be situated, it's known as the plot area. This is the plot area. Okay, now x-axis and y-axis, I think you all are the you understand what is the math. So this axis is known as the x-axis, and this axis is known as the y-axis. Okay, so whatever data is coming in this way, that is x-axis, and whatever data is coming in this way, that is y-axis. So the both the things are clear here to you. Now, axis titles. Let's suppose you are representing the marks, so this is the x title. Here, legends are the means, what are the categories, what how many students, how many values you are representing here. So as you can see, 1 color, 2 color, 3 color, 4 and 5 color. So 5 color in each block, you can see English 5 color, math 5 color, science 5 color. So 5 colors are belonging to Rohan, Gautam, Rohit, and Ronit, and Pratham and Abhishek. So these are the legends. Okay, now data series are the columns. These columns are known as the data series. Okay, now access titles, these are the access titles, that is pretty clear to everyone. Okay, so in the y-axis you are representing the numbers, in x-axis you are representing the names. So chart component, I think it is clear to everyone. So make it sure, this is very important for you people. You have to understand this thing and keep it in your mind. And this plot area, okay, this plot area, the certain things are very important to you to memorize, because these may come in your exam time. And make it sure, if you are not able to recall these values, you memorize the picture only, and when the question will come, that time you can draw this all only. Okay, if you will draw this, then you are going to get the marks also. So make it sure, if you are able to learn, that is very good. Okay, so now let's understand the commonly used chart types. We have the column chart. We have the column chart first of all, and widely using the column chart, as you can column chart here. Okay, second we have the bar chart. Column chart and bar chart, sometimes they are looking similar, but bar charts are always land position this way. Okay, columns are in this way, these are in the row style. Next we have the line chart. This is representing a line chart. Here you can see, whenever you are going to use the method, you are making this type of chart mostly. So that is a line chart. Next we have the pie chart. We are going to categorize all of them. We are going to learn what are the parts, what are the important contents. We are going to understand all the things. So as you can see, this is a pie. This is the pie. Pie means I think you all enjoyed this pie. Okay, next we have the area chart. Okay, next we have the area chart. You can see the area, it is representing the area color shaded portion. So this is the area chart. Scattered chart, next is the scattered chart. Bubble chart, we can say also them. We have the spider chart also. Many categories are also available, as like a donut, spider. These are the certain things, but for you people, column chart, pie chart, and the line chart are very important, that you have to keep in your mind. So next, let's understand what is the column chart. A column chart display the data in the form of a vertical bar. As you can see, vertical bars, these are the vertical bars. In the bar chart, you are going to get the horizontal bars. Okay, it is the use it is used to compare values among individual items. Okay, make it sure you are going to compare this line. You have to remember, compare compare values among individual items. Okay, in column chart, categorize and representation along the horizontal axis, and the values are on the vertical axis. These things you have to keep in mind. I will show you all the things in the practicals, but it will be in the next video. But just now I'm giving you the definition and all, so you have to keep in your mind. So clustered column chart, you can see a clustered column chart. Chart title, this is the y axis, this is the x axis. I am representing EMEA, Asia Pacific, Americans. So I am representing the data according to that. Okay, this is the column chart. You means and you are comparing the values. You can see 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. You see, we are comparing the values. You can see 150, 155, or something else. It is representing the things. Here is the gap of 50. Okay, this is the gap of 50. So it is comparing the values according to that. Okay, EMEA, Asia Pacific, what is the performance of that? America, what is the performance? So like that we can categorize, we can check, and we can make a judgment of that also. Okay, now we have the bar chart. As I told you, bar chart, it will represent the data in the horizontal form. So you can see here product A, B, C, D, and we are representing the value in this way. So it is the y-axis and it is the x-axis. Axis will remain same, only the definition and the categorization going to be differ. So bar charts are typically used to compare the several categories of data, several categories of the data. As you can see, a data, several category we have. Okay, and bar charts are ideal to for visualize the distribution of proportion of the data items when there are more than three categories. Okay, more than three categories. For instance, a bar chart could be used to compare the overall revenue distribution of a given set of a product. Okay, these things you have to keep in your mind. So you can see a product one, product A, B, C, D, and the revenue you are going to get. In this product you are going to get 20%, in this product you are going to get 24%, in this product you are going to get 26%, in this product you are going to get 29%. Okay, revenue. So these are the things that you can do in the bar chart. Okay, only the difference you have to keep in your mind. Next we have the line chart. In the line chart, a line chart is means whenever you are going to use in the math term, or you are going to use the lines, so that time you mostly people are making this type of chart only. Okay, so let's understand. Frequently The line chart is one of the most frequently used chart type, typically used to show the trends over a period of a time. Means you are going to show the over a period of time. You can see Jan, Feb, March, up to December. You are going to check And one thing is also there, 2010, 145, means these are the categories, these are the up and down values you are going to get in 2010 and 11. In 2012, in month of Jan, it is 145. Okay, in the 2011, it is 182. Feb month, it is 109, it is 193. So you are comparing the values in the different months. Okay, according to that, so you can see the chart change, change the over the time consider using of a line. Make it sure we are going to use the line. I think you have seen this type of charts in your method. This chart you are going to make this one. So this is also a category of a line chart. Okay. Next we have the pie chart. Pie chart, most important one. Okay, you can see a pie piece is a, but it can be categorized in the percentage area. So another frequently used chart is the old pie chart. Mostly people are using the old pie chart. So we can say this is a pie chart, not old pie chart. So in this word, this is earlier we used, but now we have the pie chart. A pie chart represents the distribution or a proportion of each data item over a total value. Means this complete circle represents 100%, and in 100%, this 30% is something else. This 30% is representing something else. In this 100%, this 30%, okay, this 30% is representing something else, this 80% is representing something else, this 52% is representing something else. So we can, you can understand, if I'm going to talk about that first column chart, you can see here, if I'm going to check about the share of America, you can see it is 52%. So we can say America is representing the 52% share of that. 52%. If I'm going to talk about the Asia Pacific, so you can see the color match, you can do this. This is 18%. Okay. If I'm going to talk about the next one, EMEA, so it is 30%. So you can say here it is 30% of the 100%. So I think you are getting the point. Okay. Next we have the area chart. You can see area chart are ideally or clearly illustration the magnitude of changes between two or more data types. For example, you can give an audience a visual feel of the degree of the variation between the high and the low price of the each month, or you can represent, as you can see, high and the low price you can see, or you can represent the earthquake, or you can represent the, or you can represent the different variation of the month weather. So like that you can represent in this area chart. Okay. Next we have scattered chart. Okay, so you can see it is a XY axis, and you are putting the dots wherever the values are going to place. You are going to put the dots, so you can see X and Y scattered chart. Okay, performance stores, com, you can see performance stores and competency scores. Okay, so these are the things that you have to understand. This is not widely used, but you have to understand that it is a type of a chart, scattered chart. Next you have some questions. Okay, what is the chart? Name any three types of chart. Write down a short note on the changing chart types, changing chart style. What is the difference between formatting axis and the formatting region? Sorry, chart area, it should be the chart area. It should be the chart area and plot area. You have to give the difference. Define column and pie chart, things you have to remember. So we will meet in the next class. With the help of a practical, I will show you all the things. So I'm going to wind up today's topic here only. So I hope the things are clear to you. Thank you. Have a nice day. We will meet in the next class.